congratulated the Olympians overnight. Hell of a haul, wasn't it? Some incredible golf and canoeing and some decent heights on the high jump. So congratulations to them. Like the whole of New Zealand All Blacks are watching them and really proud of your accomplishments.
A bit of a contrast in a way for what happened at Wellington with you guys not being able to kind of match that gold standard, Razor. I mean, how do you reflect on that, I guess?
Probably the same sentiments as last night, really. When I looked at the game, you had the initial thoughts on, had moments. The first 20 minutes, when you look at it, thought, well, here we go. How do we ended up losing that game? And we did, a couple of skill set errors and a little bit of game management stuff, as mentioned, and how we could have dealt with a little bit of the frustration. All those little things are still the same this morning.
Any injury concerns? Did everyone come up all right?
Yeah, we're good. That's one good thing to note. No, we're fine, thank you, healthy.
Was it a case of not getting into the 22 enough or not doing enough when you got into the 22? I
think a bit of both, really. Just just not executing when we get in there. I think we mentioned the first two games that we've been together, we've created a lot but not finished a lot. So we got there and never couldn't quite put the pressure on, and then the test football and those moments and the ones you do win and don't win, they swing on you quite quickly, and it's important in the 22 you take those opportunities.
And the territory in the last 10 minutes, a bit of a concern because you had, I think, 3/4 of possession.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out of your own half. What did you make of that?
Obviously behind the board, that stage was a balance between holding the ball and getting field position, and just got to give a couple of technical penalties away right there and there, especially on the line-outs, and let them off, let them back up the field again. So, look, it's really clear. We've got to get, the kick-offs, no matter work they did and England did to us, and we didn't execute it.
How do you think Damian's going in the first 5 role?
Damian's got some hell of moments, isn't he? He showed some really incredible class touches, that chip kick and his short passing game's really, really good. Look, and he'll grow as a game manager. That's the biggest area.
Are you willing to sort of give him time in that role?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, of course. You've got to back him, and he's learning along the way.
Scott, have you had a chance to kind of download what happened when you went from sort of halfway to your own end goal with those two scrambled, panicking passes?
Download?
Yeah.
You just watched it like you did. Yeah. I was wondering, a
what
couple of different halfbacks, that's the part where you need to breathe and be composed, and what we've talked about a lot, and those are your moments, and just settle it back and get the ball back down their end, or get into a little bit of shape to play again. So, that was the game. So.
Do you accept that I guess the definition of insanity is to repeat mistakes over and over? Do you accept that you've got to make changes this week? You've got to kind of do something to kind of change your performance levels?
Yeah, look, it's good. The first thing you got to do to accept anything like that is be honest with each other. So we'll be honest. And once we're honest, we'll appear, with a real clear focus what's required this week, and people owning, firstly, to be honest, you've got to own it, and then get the leaders right in place, and we know how much is at stake this weekend.
You had some more time together, I guess, from July. Did you get the improvement you wanted?
Not as a group, no, we didn't. Liam, obviously, with that performance, I'm not trying to kind of smooth that over. Like, we did some really good stuff around England, around the kicking game and the high battle and the contestable stuff, and we didn't do that part of it last night, and it cost us in the end.
The kicking game in particular, you mean? Or?
Yes, the kicking game, and just getting our own half, and sort of the aerial battle stuff that we did really well in the first couple of tests. We didn't achieve what we were trying to do last night.
Do you think you can still win the Rugby Championship now you got two games over?
Oh mate, I'm looking forward to this Saturday, mate. I haven't got past that after last night. Yeah.
What do you draw on to try and sort of figure out what went wrong and get it right for this week?
You look at yourself first. I think it's the key. How do you plan their week? How do you frame it? what you did with the leaders, and then you've got to come back and go, what are the critical few things, because you're fixing a lot of things, or fixing the things that will help fix a lot of the other areas we need to get that right. So just dial in as a group and probably have a great week. I think that's the first thing we've got to do.
Scott, are you conscious you got a lot of empty seats there last night? You got to win the hearts and minds of New Zealanders back a little bit? Has it worked?
It's a nearly call there.
Early, yeah. Too early.
Yeah, look, obviously performance and winning is pretty critical. I'm aware of that. Performances always count.
Scott, what's the balance when you have a loss or review to point out, I guess, things that didn't go right, but things that did? How do you strike that balance?
We did some, we scored a couple of really good tries, and we put a lot of pressure on them, and there were some really, really good moments. But there was moments, like I said, the skill set stuff that let us down in key times, and the game management stuff. So we'll show that. There's some massive efforts from our boys. There's some great performances, as we said. Sam Darry's second test, he was great as a test level. One of the first 14 line-outs, and then it was a great role. But a couple of key ones we missed. So we'll balance it out. We've got to show the guys what effort areas were good, and then but also what we've got to get better at.
Do you come hard, or do you try and pick people up? How do you approach that?
I come in fair. I come in fair and honest, but also look, you get excited about the opportunity this week. It's straight back into it, and at a ground we love.
What did you make of Anton's performance, giving him a start in the midfield in general, but also Anton?
Yeah, Anton was strong. Made a couple of good line breaks. Defensively, it was good. The boys looking at their game at the moment, but it was solid. Yeah.
Just on Artie, it seemed like he'd really taken that loss quite personally, probably his hometown and everything. Haven't really seen him like that before after an All Black match. How is he, and how are you feeling about his leadership?
Yeah, he's a quiet leader, and it did hurt. I think there's a fair summation of it. He does his talking with his actions, so he won't say much. He'll slip in behind other leaders and just whisper a few words here and there. But yeah, that was a tough one. It was tough for all of them. It was tough for us. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We felt it like everybody else, especially Artie. So we'll get around him, and the performance he's proud of.
Razor, for you and your coaching team, you obviously knew there'd come a moment like this where you're going to lose a test match. In the time since it's happened, have you all reacted and behaved in the way that you wanted everyone to behave around you in terms of dealing with it?
Yeah, I think you look at it in different angles, like on your personal front, with your own area, what you're coaching. Like obviously my role as the head coach and throwing it all together and dealing with the leaders, and what is a critical few? What do we look at? You want to get generalised, you want to be specific, and what's going to take us to win this test match moving forward. But also, put your hand up if we need to. So, look, we'll do that when we get to Auckland this afternoon.
Whenever the All Blacks lost under Steve Hansen, he used to say, "Yeah, it sucks." You've had a reminder of, you lost as a player. What does it feel like as a coach? Is it the same?
Oh, it does. You wear it, it's a heavy part of it, but you roll on. I think it's pretty important you dust yourself off pretty quickly. If I'm big gloomy, it'll go on the rest of the group. Doesn't mean I'm
enjoying it.
enjoying that. No, the boys will understand the measure of the week that's in front of us, but I'll frame it up in my way that I do, and make sure that we have the right energy to move forward.
Is it important through all this that we don't forget there's another side of the equation? Argentina played a hell of a test, right? Do you give them credit for the way they fronted?
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff we shaped, a lot about having the frustration levels of it. This is going to happen. This is what it's going to look like. They will slow it down. They will come around in their balls. They will create opportunities and for themselves in those games. It did. The ones that the tap back balls and little things and loose balls, they're unstructured stuff that we fed them. That's the part that hurts. But we were prepared for them, and they took those opportunities, and they managed that clock in the last 10 minutes. They did a hell of a job. So well done to Pablo and his crew.
Did you manage to have a look at the Springboks and Wallabies?
Just saw highlights of it, yeah. Highlights, yeah. So I can, yeah, so I can't any more than that.
With the penalties you guys got, do you think you got the options you took to kick most of the time when it was on off? It was the way you want to play the game? Is that?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. They feel it at the time where it is on the field. You know, how far out, if it's in the 15s or if it's in front, and you just like the balance of it, and you got to trust it on field call. Otherwise, you're going through 1,000 scenarios. They've got to feel it while they're on there, and that's the art of being captain. Yeah.
So it's totally up to the field, right? You leave that.
Yeah, a little bit of both off. It might be down to a time or just close score on it, and they might check upstairs if you want to go for a 3 or put it in the corner or a tap or a scrum or whatever's going well.
Because the line-out seemed to be going great, you know. And that,
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, depends who you talk to. Everyone says take the 3s and everyone says goes for the line outs. Depends what your mindset's towards it. So everyone's got a different opinion on it.